Hey guys, brand new project here. This beautiful 1996 second gen Dodge 2500 with the 12 valve Cummins is our new project. We're gonna call it Poppa Saurus. Now for those who don't get it, Poppa because look at this thing. Grandpa truck, camper shell. I bought this from the original owner, 79-year-old man. He put every mile on this truck personally, and I bought it from him, 410,000 miles. I popped the hood. This truck still has the tamper screws. Everything is original, except for he told me the transmission went out at 200,000 miles. So it has a rebuilt 200,000 mile transmission on it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this thing on the dyno, see what this thing makes stock. And then, guys, this is a race truck. We're gonna build this into a street legal race truck. There's a big race coming up in a couple months that I wanna race in. And the rules state you have to have a factory dash, factory VIN, street registered. So that made it so my junker drag truck is not eligible for the race unless I wanted to put a dash and cut out the roll cage. And I said, forget that. Let's just build a new truck, a four-wheel drive, single cab, long bed. This is the lightest configuration you can buy in a factory 12 valve Cummins. So come check it out closer. Let's take a look at what this thing looks like up close and personal. When I say grandpa truck, this thing has stock wheels. Came equipped with 5 pairs of sunglasses. Camper shell, check out the back. It's got carpeted, built-in, home-built bed boxes. I mean, who does that? Grandpa does that. And guys, check out the Bald Eagle Pure Freedom headliner on this truck. This thing came with an American flag and Bald Eagle headliner. How cool is that? Let's go check out what's under the hood to see how stock this truck is. Guys, notice the chrome deflector, bug deflector? That's Grandpa's stuff there. Oh my gosh. Factory valve cover in place. Few oil leaks, really clean for a 400,000 mile engine. It's got some batteries from 2013. What else can we talk about? Factory air cleaner. I mean, I'll bet the killer dowel pin hasn't even been addressed on this. Maybe it fell and it didn't break anything, or maybe it's just about to fall. So we got to get this front timing cover off and address the timing pin right away. Oh, there's one more new part. I see a new alternator. Look how clean that is. Definitely a new alternator. So there's a new alternator. There's a 200,000 mile trans, and then you need to zoom in on this. This is a big no-no. Fram oil filters. These things have taken out a whole bunch of Cummins because the media comes apart on them. The filter media plugs the oil galley, burns up pistons. All right, guys, let's take this over to the shop, throw it on the dyno, and let's see how much power this stock 410,000 mile truck actually makes. Let's go.
on 79, 180.
All right, so I thought this truck was bone stock, but it made 226 horsepower, which is more than it should ever make stock. So somewhere along the 410,000 miles on this truck, the fuel plate must have been slid forward. Now back in the day, they had a kit that would give you a new tamper screw, so you could put the tamper screw back on the pump. This P-pump still has the tamper screws, but they had a break off and some little fingernail polish they'd sell so that you could turn up the power and still keep your factory warranty, like back in 1998 is when this stuff came out. So obviously this one's been turned up a little. So all we did is we added 3 quarts of trans fluid because it was a little low. We added 2 quarts of oil because it was below the add. And we rigged up a little lockup switch temporarily through the door just so that we could load this full power at 1200 RPM like we will later with the built trans. I just wanted to see how lazy this truck comes up so we can overlay the time and the power to kind of show you. So here it is, 96 Dodge, believed to be stock, but it's a little higher, 226 horsepower. Let's do some upgrades. It just stalled. It just stalled. I think it broke. Oh, a 1-tire fire even, huh? Even better. I hate to admit it, but that's the best burnout I can do with a stock truck. Well, mostly stock, 226 horsepower with stock governor springs and a stock tranny. That's it. I can't get it to lock in second gear, so I had to put it in third so I could try lockup, and it just snuffed it. Didn't have enough power to keep a burnout going in third. I mean, weak. All right, guys, so I've owned this truck for a few hours now, and I've noticed some more blemishes with this white, beautiful second-gen Dodge. It's not quite so beautiful. Not to be unexpected with 410,000 miles, but a little surprising. First off, this thing leaks oil, and the belt squeals. Not that big of a deal. Second, it needs power. This thing is so pathetically gutless. In fact, I can't even believe the power it made on the dyno for how terrible it feels on the street. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in a sub 300 horsepower daily driver. And I mean, this thing can't even go sideways when you floor it around a corner. I mean, what fun is that? There's some rust on here. Come check out the rust a little bit closer. Yeah, so we definitely got some cancer here on the fender. You can see this big owie. When I went to pick up this truck, there was 0 photos of this side of the truck. Now I know why. Sometimes those old men are pretty smart. Hiding the owies. Yeah, it just adds character to this Poppa truck. The original owner claimed he had repainted this truck, but they obviously didn't scratch the old primer. And this was the problem with these Dodges. The paint would peel off this really slick primer. This really good primer, but it doesn't hold paint very well. As you can see, it's already starting to come back. All right, guys, so here it is. Here's the truck. Be sure to comment in the comments below. Do you like the name Poppa Saurus, or do you hate it? Obviously, it's a play on dinosaur power because it's a 12-valve, and it's a grandpa truck. That's what we came with Poppa Saurus. But if you hate it, comment below with something better, and maybe we'll change the name of the project before we get too far down that road. But here it is, a beautiful 410,000-mile 96 Dodge. And no, we did not pay $10,000 for it. We got a little better deal than that, but not much.